Hey everyone, welcome to Metal Customs. Today we're working on a 2000 Kia Sportage. It's a 4-cylinder, 5-speed, four-wheel drive model. And what we're going to be doing is changing fuel filter. Now, fuel filter is right down on top of the frame, right down in there. I'll bring you in closer and show you. But to make it easier on me, because I have already been trying to get the lines off, just some weird little clips that I'm having trouble with, I'm going to take the battery out because, as y'all can see, there's a lot of corrosion here. The battery acid dried up, and I want to get all of that cleaned up. So, kill two birds with one stone. So let's go ahead and snatch the battery out first. Alright, grab our 10 millimeter here. And ground cable will be the first one. Our hot cable. Alright, and there's our hot cable. Alright, we have our little bracket here on top. Our tins. And I do suggest wearing some gloves when you do this. You don't get that acid all over you. Besides, we're changing fuel filter, we don't want to get gas all over our hands neither. Alright, that one's out. They're just in the box. I'll show you when I pull it out of here. It's got them little hooks right there. You'll see where they're hooked down in the bottom of the plastic box for the battery. Go ahead, I'm going to take this and set it outside and hose it down with orange cleaner. Right, now, let's pick our battery up. And out. Same with this, I'm going to set it outside and hose it down with some orange cleaner. Alright. Blocks of wood in there. I don't know why anybody needs them. But anyway. Plastic battery tray. Same with it, we'll get it cleaned up really well. Now, if I was to take, there are 3 bolts down here, and we'll see if I can take this whole battery tray out. Alright, here's a lot better look at it. There's 3 here. The reason why I wanted you down in here, there is a ground cable right here. Y'all see that okay? We'll take it off first. This way we'll get our battery tray very, very clean. And we can get to our fuel filter better. Because it looks like it's going to be a pain. Alright, them 2 are off there. Yeah, I did say 2. Alright, that gets that bracket out of the way. And we'll get it cleaned up. Now, I'm thinking that there's a lot more holding this in. Yeah, I figured there was. It must be bolted in from underneath or something. I really don't see. And at this point, really don't care. Because we can clean that right there where it is. We got the other stuff out, so that's cool. And we can get to our fuel filter down here. Now, trying to get a good camera angle in here where y'all can actually see the fuel filter. I'm just going to have to hold the camera. Alright, y'all can see the fuel filter is right here. there is a 10mm bolt. Well, yeah, not much room, so hard to show y'all. See a 10mm bolt right there? Yeah, now y'all can see it. Then of course you got a hose here, and then a hose right back there. And them little clips is what I got to try to figure out. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is try to get them clips undone so I can get the lines off. I mean, it looks pretty straightforward. Take the two hoses off, take the 10mm bolt, take it out, put the new one in. But like I say, these hoses are just really on the weird side. They got some kind of a clip on either side that you need to depress as you pull up the hose. So let me fiddle with that and see if I can get them disconnected, and then I'll show y'all how I done it. Alright guys, got that out of there. I used 2 small screwdrivers, and what I did, I got one on each side. See if I can find one here. Here we go. I got one on each side of the clip to spread it apart, pulled them in from this way, and that got them off of there for me. Now I got a new fuel filter right here. All right, it's hard to get this light to sit where I can actually see and still get my hands in here. Still not a ton of room to work with. Now these types, they just supposed to click right back on there. There we go. I'm sure y'all heard that click. I know I'm blocking all the light. Sorry guys, this is hard to get a camera in here and light and get accomplished all at the same time. Alright, there we go. And now we have to re-bracket it in there. And I can't get nothing done for the dang phone. Alright, yeah, I bent that bracket some so I could get that thing out of there. So, I have to mash her together a little bit. Try to get the bolt started that way. Yeah, this thing's just a bit on the aggravating side. There we go. And yes, I'm ignoring that phone. And that's how you change a fuel filter. Well, let me grab the battery and all of our stuff and get all that back together. Alright, first thing was that bracket we took off. Yes, I did clean that where the ground wires go. You get paint on something, doesn't make for good ground. And I did clean this bracket up and painted it, as well as the other brackets, because they had a lot of acid on them. So I cleaned them and got some primer on them. And then some cheap black spray paint. That's tight. And like I say, when we cleaned it off, we have the 2 ground wire spots. One of them is our actual ground wire coming from the battery, right here. The other one was another ground wire. Make sure you get both of them back on there. Good deal. And our plastic battery tray. Make sure when you put this in there, you see that hole? That goes towards the firewall. You'll see the corresponding hole in the metal holder down there. All right, one cleaned up battery. And a battery holder down. Long one and a short one. Short one goes here. Yeah, put it on right. Oh, that's got it. Good deal. Alright, now, and I have already cleaned these off. Put my positive on first. Alright. You're not putting them little foamy, goofy things back on there. Alright, that's everything except for our ground. Alright guys, that has gone. Now what we need to do, get these gloves off. We need to fire this thing up and check for leaks. Well, before firing it up, I'm going to cycle the key on and off. Get the fuel pressure up. I cycled the key on and off some. This fuel pressure going. I don't see a leak one. I think we're good. Let's start her up and see what we got. There you have it. How to do a fuel filter on one of these things. And it's just getting the fuel lines off. That was the big pain for me. Everything else wasn't bad. I had to take the battery out anyway, clean that stuff up. So it wasn't terrible, it's just some lines I just really don't like. But hey, it is what it is. And I'm sure that it needed it. Because you know we put the fuel pump and the new tank and everything in this. And I never did get around to changing that filter until now. So that should help the problem that it's having, little running issues. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, run through here and do a fluid check for her right quick and give it back. And old lady be cruising again. Well guys, thank y'all for watching, sure do appreciate it. If you would, don't be down some comments. If you're able, hit us up on Patreon. And please like, share, and subscribe. Again, thanks for watching and supporting the channel. We really appreciate it. Until the next one, I hope that y'all have a fantastic